Hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing well on this Sunday evening, wherever you are right now. So my name is Matei. This is my first FPL video of this channel. So I'm gonna do my best to discuss FPL in a way that I want to discuss and give you guys some insight on my team and on some players and future game weeks that I'm looking at. So yeah, I'm just excited to talk to you guys about FPL in a very informal way. For this first video, I'm going to go through my Game Week 11 team, and since it's my first video, I'm just going to discuss through different players that I have bought in recent weeks, when I got them, which points they've got me. So I'm excited to just run through this with you in this video today. So as you can see, my Game Week 11 team scored 41 points. Not the greatest week in general, I would say. The average was 38 points. I'm a bit above average, which is good. Sitting at 653 points for the season with a rank of just under 950k. So right now I'm doing pretty well so far this season. Um, it's going decently so far, but I definitely want to gain some rank in the next few weeks with a couple of chips that I have left to play in the first half of the season. Because of course this year we have double chips for the first time, so I'm gonna look to play my free hit and triple captain in the coming weeks before game week 19. So let me start by listing off the players in my team as you can see them in front of you. I have Vicario and Net from Spurs. I have double Arsenal defense with Gabriel and Jurgen Timber. I have Senesi from Bournemouth, Daniel Munoz from Crystal Palace completing my defense. I played for it at the back this week. I have Saka, Semenyo, and NGI in the midfield. And then I have Mateta from Palace up front, along with Haaland, and then Nick Voltemade from Newcastle. Then I have a bench of Dubravka, who everyone has, of course, as their backup goalie. I have Reinders from City, Mukiele from Sunderland, and then Josh King as my cheap midfielder from Fulham. I played a 4-3-3 this week, as you can see. Reinders obviously got no minutes on my bench. I benched him anyway, so I didn't really expect much from him. And then King isn't really someone that I want to start pretty much any week because he's not really guaranteed to start either. Doesn't have any attacking returns this season yet, so him, I usually keep him third on my bench. So running through the team now. I have Vicario and Net. I got him in a game week 6 wild card. Honestly, not really a good pick. I had Van de Ven to start the season. I got his 14 pointer at West Ham in game week 5, which was a really nice, actually, game week 4, my bad, which is a really nice score to have. And on game week 6 wildcard, I remember seeing Spurs had Wolves, Leeds, and Villa in their next three. And I'm like, you know what? Vicario looks to be pretty good for baseline bonus. Um, Van de Ven probably won't keep up the attacking returns of scoring a goal like he did against West Ham. And then I wanted a piece at Spurs defense looking at their upcoming few fixtures. Obviously, not a good pick in hindsight. I did bench the only clean sheet that he got since game week 6 in game week 9 against Everton, so I didn't even get that return from him. Doesn't really make that many saves either, so definitely one of the weak points in my team. I'm looking to get rid of him pretty soon, but right now I just don't have the transfer for that. So he got a 1 pointer against Man U. Not the best pick, but I'll have to live with him for a week or two. I have double defense with Gabriel and Timber. Gabriel, I got in a game week 6 wild card. Absolutely amazing. He got that 13 pointer against Newcastle when he scored the goal in the 96th minute. He got 12 points against Fulham with the goal and the clean sheet. Sorry, with the assist and the clean sheet and 3 bonus. And then he just got an assist against Burnley as well with the clean sheet last week. So yeah, just an amazing pick. Timber I got in game week 8 against Fulham, and so far he's gotten me 3 6 pointers, 3 clean sheets in a row, along with the 1 pointer against Sunderland. So obviously not a great week for the double defense. Gabriel Timber both got 1 pointers, so that was bound to happen. They were bound to concede a goal or two at some stage. I didn't expect them to concede two, to be honest, to Sunderland, but Sunderland were really good on the day. So that's not the best return this week, but I'm very happy to keep them moving forward. Next, we have Marco Senesi. I also got him on a game week 6 wild card because he was doing really well to start with that 14 pointer at Spurs, the 9 pointer against Newcastle, where he got a clean sheet. Leeds, he got me that assist, the bonus point, and DEFCONs. And then he also got the Forest clean sheet at home in game week 9, where he got a yellow card as well. But overall, he's been a little bit of a disappointing pick. Not the best returns since game week 6, I would say, but does get defensive contributions very often. Here at Villa, he conceded 4 goals after lost 4-0, and he still got a 14. He still got a 2 pointer with the 14 DEFCON, so he's definitely a good hold. Looking forward to West Ham at home and Everton at home in the next 3 fixtures. I'm very, very keen on holding on to him, at least for those 3 fixtures, and then I will see what happens after that once I get the 5 AFCON transfers as well. Maybe I move him on, maybe I keep him. But he does have Burnley at home in 17, if I recall. Yeah, right there. So I still am happy to keep him. And he is decently owned at 25.9%. So him doing well will definitely lower my rank a little bit. Munoz I got in game week 10 for that fixture swing that was talked about for Palace for a long time. He's gotten 2 clean sheets in a row for me since I got him. I got him in for Joe Rodon after he got his 13 pointer against West Ham in game week 9. So back to back clean sheets. I am thinking maybe I should have gone for Richards, a lot cheaper and gets DEFCON points obviously more often than Munoz. But I did get Munoz for his very high attacking threat. Looking at the numbers, his threat has been very low last couple of games actually. Only 0.01 XGI against Brighton and 0.04 against Brentford, although it was much, much higher earlier in the season, as we can see on the stats here. He even reached 0.61 XGI against Bournemouth in game week 8, where he got 2 assists and a 10 pointer. But yeah, I think he's definitely someone I'm looking to hold for the next fixtures. They have Wolves away in 12, Burnley away in 14, Fulham away in 15, Leeds away in 17. So they have some really good fixtures coming up, and they're definitely a good away team, I would say, based off what we saw last season, as well as obviously being a very good team at home as well. So I'm looking forward to holding on to him in the future and hoping he's going to get me an assist or a goal to differentiate and get extra points versus Richards or Gahey if he's fit, or Lacroix, or even Mitchell, who seems to be a decent pick in his own right. So I'll be keeping hold of him in the future for sure. Next is going to be the midfield, where I have Saka. So of course Saka was a highlight of my week, definitely, with the goal at Sunderland, along with 3 bonus points and then 12 DEFCONs, which he achieved for the second time this season. I had actually gotten Saka in game week 8 as well, same with Timber for the away trip to Fulham. I didn't get him in game week 6 because I thought the Newcastle away fixture was kind of tough, and then West Ham, I just wanted to kind of wait and see a bit which Arsenal assets I wanted. I saw that it took a pen against West Ham, scored it obviously, and that was a really, really enticing fact because him being on pens makes him a really, really good pick. I don't think he's 100% on pens, but I think that he will take most of them, and I expect him to definitely be the one who is basically choosing who takes a pen between him and Victor Gyökeres. So that will be definitely something that I'll be looking forward to in the future to see who exactly will take the next Arsenal pen. I hope it's going to be Saka, obviously, since I have him and I expect it to be Saka, but you never really know. So yeah, I got a 7 pointer against Fulham with that DEFCON contribution and the 2 bonus. I got a 12 pointer last week in Sunderland. Very, very happy to hold them. I do think triple Arsenal defense this season is a very viable strategy, but the reason I decided to go with Saka is if I went triple Arsenal defense, it would have been probably Gabriel, Timber, and then Raya for the security of minutes. Raya obviously is going to start every single game for Arsenal in net, but I do expect Saka also to start pretty much every single Premier League game. So if Raya gets a clean sheet, he's looking probably at 6 points in the majority of weeks. He probably won't make many saves, get many save points, or get any bonus since he's not making any saves. Saka, if they get a clean sheet, is going to get a 3-pointer. So 3 versus 6, I would lose 3 points if Saka does blink, but the upside of him scoring is very, very high, and I think that he can definitely get a big score of 2 returns or 3 returns in a game. He's capable, he's that kind of player who can do that. So for weeks like this, for example, when Raya got 1 point last week, Saka got 12. That's a really big swing, and that's why I think that double defense in Saka is the way to go in the future because obviously Arsenal can't keep a clean sheet every game, and when they do, you're basically just hoping Saka does blank as well, which obviously will happen in some games, but he can also return um, with a goal or an assist, and he will at least match Raya or get more than Raya on many occasions. Obviously, Saka is much more pricey than Raya because Raya is only 5.9 million, I think now, and Saka's over 10, but you have to spend your money somewhere. So, very, very happy with Saka. Happy to hold him for the next games. He does always turn up in the North London Derby against Spurs. That's the next game week 12. And then I'm looking to free hit in 13 so I can skip Chelsea away. And then I have Brentford, Villa away, Wolves at home, Everton away, Brighton away, Villa at home again. So just very good long-term fixtures for Bukayo Saka, and very, very happy to hold on to him. Semenyo with a 0-pointer this week against Aston Villa away. He missed a penalty, obviously in the 4-0 loss, so that was disappointing. He's very, very highly owned. I got him very early this season, so I have a lot of money tied up in him. I actually bought him in game week 3 against Spurs away. So I got that good return against Brighton, against Fulham when he was already pretty much highly owned, but hasn't done much in the past few weeks. Um, but seeing as they have West Ham and Everton in the next 3, I am definitely looking to hold on to him. So even though he missed a pen, he probably will not take the next penalty, which is a little bit disappointing. It would have been nice if he had scored it to confirm that he was going to be on the next penalty, but if Clavert's on the pitch, I would expect him to take the next penalty. So 0-pointer is not great, but seeing as he's owned by so many managers in the game, it's not too bad. Next, I have Iliman Njai, who I got on a game week 6 wild card as well. I like the fact that in multiple routes to points, he can get defcons, he can get a goal, an assist. He's on penalties as well. Typically plays 90 minutes for Everton, so he got me that penalty against Palace. I benched him for those defcons at City, and then he got me that goal against Sunderland. That was an amazing goal that he scored and got 2 bonus along with that for the 9-pointer. So he gets steady returns. He's not a high ceiling pick, I would say, but for 6.5, him being on pens and being nailed for 90 minutes, I see myself keeping him through these fixtures all the way to AFCON, and then probably I'll sell him in game week 16 once he goes to Chelsea, and probably will just head off to AFCON after that Chelsea away game, which is not great for Everton anyways. So good player to hold on to. He's definitely someone that I'll be keeping for the next 4 weeks, and then I will move on from him to someone else. But for now, I'm definitely happy with him and hoping he returns a couple more goals before he leaves off to AFCON. In my front line, I have Jean-Philippe Mateta, who I vice captained. Obviously, he did blank in the 0-0 against Brighton. I got him in game week 10 against Brentford as my João Pedro replacement. They both obviously got 9 points last week, but Pedro outscored Mateta, so right now it's looking like a negative transfer as things stand. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, Mateta does better than Pedro to kind of offset that. But yeah, I'm still very happy with him. He's on penalties, 90 minutes with Nketiah being out. I am worried about their schedule with them having so many games in the Conference League, in the Carabao Cup, along with other Premier League games as well. But he's a very fit player, and I would expect him to keep on having good minutes in this Palace team, who creates a lot of chances for him. So definitely very, very happy to hold on to him for the long term. Next is my captain Haaland. Only scored 4 points. A lot of people captained him, so it wasn't too bad, but he did miss a penalty. So basically, he missed a penalty in the first 15 minutes of the game. Mamarashvili made a great save after Dokun got fouled, and then he did score a header off a Mateus Nunes cross. But that goal was not worth that much because of the missed penalty. So his goal was only worth 2 points in the end. With the captaincy, it comes to 8 points. Still very happy with him. Obviously, he actually didn't have that many chances at this game. I would say wasn't as active as other games. Didn't have as many opportunities from his opponent, from his teammates making chances for him. It was definitely more so the Doku show this game, but very happy to hold on to him. We'll probably captain him against Newcastle as well. So obviously, still an amazing pick. So that's all I have to say about Haaland. I got him also in Game Week 6 wildcard where we all swapped from Salah to Haaland, and we're looking to triple captain him pretty soon. And my last forward is Nick Voltemade of Newcastle. I got him in Game Week 9 against Fulham with a free transfer. He hit the post in that game very early on. West Ham came off at halftime, and Brentford, he did get me an assist for the 5-pointer. It was a flick on to Barnes, and then Barnes finished off the chance. It was a very nice goal by Barnes. Overall, not very happy with him, but for now, I might hold on to him, might not. I'll see. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not seeing him get many chances. He doesn't really take that many shots. If I just check his XG from the last few games, it's 0.0 in the last 2 games and 0.39 against Fulham. So his XG was much higher before, and it seems to have dropped off. As we can see, it was 1.37 against Forest, 0.71 against Brighton, and 0.4 against Fulham. But his XG has dropped off significantly the last 2 games, so he's not getting many chances, and obviously he can't get many points if he's not going to take many shots. So he's someone that I'm looking maybe to get rid of pretty soon as well. So that's my team. 41 points for the week. The bench didn't really do too much. Mukiele did get an assist for the 4-pointer against Arsenal, but I was never going to play him, so that was on my bench as well. And then yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with the team. I would say the weak points are probably my goalkeeper Vicario. Not happy with Spurs defense in general. The fixtures are obviously not that good either, but for now I'll probably hold on to him. Happy with my double Arsenal defense. Senesi and Munoz as well are 2 good picks that I want to keep for the long term. Saka, I'm very happy with. Barring any injuries to him, I don't really see me moving off of him for now. Semenyo, I'm fine with the next few fixtures. And Jai, I also probably will hold on to because of the pens in the 90 minutes that I already mentioned. And my forward line is decent for now, but I might look to make a change with Voltemade in the coming game weeks. So right now that's what the team is looking like. I will go through my game week 12 team. I'll review that once game week 12 passes. But in the meantime, before game week 12, I'm going to release a video where I go through the fixture tickers and see which teams have the best fixtures and which players I like and don't like to buy from those teams as well. So that'll probably come out in the next few days before the game week 12 deadline. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate your time, and I will talk to you soon. Have a nice day.